Right, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Is the Acolyte cancelled? Is it getting a second season? Well, the showrunner is essentially begging and pleading people. Encourage your friends to watch the show. Don't pay attention to the IMDb score. Interesting. This is all cope. This is desperation. Trying to get a second season. It's pretty obvious that I think everyone involved in the show knows that it's critically, in terms of how it's been received. I mean, critics actually, they get a bit sour on it. But I think, the writing's on the wall. I think the showrunner is aware that it's not doing great. And evidence in this interview speaks that sort of volume. So, yeah, we'll dive into this. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Turn the bell notifications on. Let's take a look. It sucked, by the way. It was terrible. Garbage show. Anyway. So, Acolyte Showrunner Leslie Headland says, fans who want a second season should, quote, encourage your friends to watch the show. Don't pay attention to the IMDb score. Yeah, that'd be convenient, wouldn't it, mate? Anyway. So, disastrous Star Wars series, future still uncertain. Showrunner Leslie Headland says that online support will be the deciding factor in whether or not the Acolyte receives a second season. Look, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say I want there to be a second season. Because I want to buy a TA23 Toyota Celica. Alright, so I want there to be a second season. That's what I want. I want to be able to buy my classic car. And I'd love Star Wars to fund it. Why should only Leslie Headland profit from the downfall of Star Wars? Why can't I? Give me another show. Anyway. So Headland issued her internet call to arms while speaking to Collider's Maggie Lovett following the premiere of the series finale. Which again, it makes sense. So asked by her host if there was anything fans could do to help sway the minds at Disney to renew the Acolyte, the showrunner asserted, quote, truly, any online support and love you can send the show. Now, I think that's interesting because, one, Collider is notoriously, quite shilly for Disney stuff. And, I mean, Leslie Headland has a vested interest in it continuing, of course. So, I think both are well aware that the writing's on the wall. Why would you even bother asking that question otherwise? Why would you even bother saying that as an answer otherwise? I say this, quote, it's a little tricky because of how the internet, because of the way, that the internet works. But if you enjoyed the show and you want to see more of the story, any support, I just want a car. Any support that you can give the show on social media platforms would be super helpful. Why is it social media that matters? Surely the numbers matter. What is it? How have studios got so focused on social media lately? It's truly bizarre because a lot of these companies quote para-analytics. Para-analytics, quite literally, it's impressions, as in social media impressions, things like this. They're like, oh wow, it's really popular because X, Y, and Z amount of mentions. Yeah, even if it's hatred, it's bizarre, man. Weird turn of events. Anyway. Sending love to the cast too. You've seen what Hayden Christensen went through. He's getting the love now. That is true. But give the love now if you enjoyed the performances. I mean, most were garbage. Most of the performances were garbage. Lee Jung-jae did a great job. He learned English for this series. Kudos to him. What a mate. And he put in some of the best performances out of the whole show. Manny Jacinto, the Sith stranger with a mask. He's great. He's a good actor. Everyone else, shockingly bad. Even if you were kind of whatever on the show, if you enjoyed the performances, get on their social media. Let them know that you love them, or that you support them, or that the performances were great. But no negativity? No? Alright. So as to what specific actions such online support would entail, Headland recommended, encourage your friends to watch the show. A lot of my work has been word of mouth. We were talking about the review bombing. Oh, here we fucking go. So just telling people not to pay attention to the IMDb score. If you enjoyed it, tell people. It kind of seems that it's sort of basic, but I think what's interesting is that nowadays, if you like a show, you're very rarely going to go online and be like, I liked this show. That's completely false. That is completely false. House of the Dragon, loads of praise. Because it's good. Shogun, incredible amount of praise because it's good. Nominated for 24 Emmys. Deserves every single one of them. it was when it was on, the best thing on TV. So no, this is completely false. I reject the premise of this entirely. Apparently you just watch it and you move on. I talk about Shogun at every available chance I can. Like when it's topical and it makes sense. Maybe you mention it to somebody over dinner and be like, oh, I just binged this show, it was fun. Lee Jung-jae is an awesome actor. She further explains, it usually comes up that way, as opposed to going online and saying, I love the show. So if you did love the show, then pivot and be appreciative. Piss off. So drawing her thoughts on the matter to a close, Headland ultimately affirmed, by the way, I know this is already happening, even though I'm not online. People have been sending me fun tweets and beautiful artwork and all of the ship comments, and I'm absolutely loving it. I know it's out there, but if you aren't doing it, I would encourage you to do it and support the show. So she's not online, but she knows it's happening. She's not going to see it, but she encourages you guys all to do it anyway. I mean, she says, I'm not online, but people have been sending me fun tweets. So you are online, dickhead. Like, obvious. What? Anyway, whatever. So basically, Headland's interview, obviously she's asking fans to help save a franchise. Television entry from its own poor performance. And that is pretty much the standard for Star Wars universe stuff. So previously, Obi-Wan Kenobi star Ewan McGregor told fans that should they wish to see him return for another solo adventure, they could help make it happen by directly contacting Disney and expressing their interest in a second season. Can everyone write to Disney? The actor asked attendees of his 2024 MegaCon Orlando speaking panel. If we just, I'll give you some email addresses at the end and just say, Dear Disney, let's have another. Let's have a bit more of Obi-Wan Kenobi, please. Oh my god, seriously. And they did this as well. Remember, they did this with She-Hulk. Do you remember that? They were like, just write into Kevin Feige. Just, you know, assault him with loads and 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 loads of emails and comments. So unfortunately for Headland, given the series' abysmal ratings, yeah, it's unlikely we're going to get another. I still do want another one, though. Like, I think that'd be great. Give me another one. Genuinely, give me another one. I'll be able to buy a car. I want to profit off of Star Wars' downfall as well. FYI, I would like there to be some good stuff, but doesn't look like we're going to get it. So I might as well profit. So there you go. Anyway, hit subscribe if you new. It's only a bit of fun. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Do turn the bell notifications on. If you like what I do, speaking about money, I do get demonetized. So if you want to help out, then please do check out my Patreon. It's the first link down below. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.